It's easy to be affected by other people. This isn't even a bad thing. Part of the wonderful thing about being human is that we're able to learn and grow by listening to other people. We don't have to always look at the world through our own perspective because we can hear other people share from their perspective. This then gives us insight into how we look at the world. With that being said, though, it's important to be cautious about letting everything we say, do, and think be regulated and influenced by the people around us. This can turn us not only into people pleasers, but also into someone we no longer recognize. We no longer know what we really think about anything because we change what we say and do to match whatever group of people we're with at the moment. Enter the discipline of solitude. Solitude is something that's a lot harder for us to put into practice than it used to be thanks to the wonders of technology. Every person we know is just a message away, and we can even surround ourselves with people we don't even know when watching their shows or listening to their music. In today's world, we actually spend very little time with just ourselves. Not watching anything, not listening to anything, and not talking to anyone. Just a few minutes with me, myself, and I. Now, when I'm talking about solitude, I'm not advocating, as some religious cultures do, of completely separating yourself from the rest of the world for long periods at a time. I don't think it's beneficial to dedicate your whole life away from the rest of the world. I mean, it's not even good to spend a whole day isolated from all of civilization. What I am talking about, though, is having some time away from the influence of others to focus on your own life. This concept on its own might be scary for some of you. A lot of us feel uncomfortable when we're left alone in silence for too long. But this is a sign that we need to be able to have moments like that. If you're not able to be alone in silence for just a couple minutes, you probably have a problem with yourself that needs to be addressed. After all, you can probably think of someone you'd be happy to have more than just a few moments alone with. So why can't you be someone like that? There's an aspect of solitude that is appealing to our generation, though. It's the phrase, treat yourself. That's an appealing phrase, isn't it? We like to go out of our way to treat ourselves nicely and do things that make us happy. Unfortunately, the happiness that comes from these things usually pass away quickly, and we have to surround ourselves with people and tasks again in order to avoid the discomfort of being with ourselves. Instead of treating ourselves with material things and thrilling experiences, we should instead treat ourselves with meaningful self-care, appreciation, and investment. This is something that can't be done to a full extent when we're surrounded by other people because we either become focused on doing things for them and or expecting things from them. It's also impossible for anyone else, even a spouse, to fully understand everything about us and to speak directly into our innermost thoughts, feelings, and experiences. For this reason, we need to spend some time every once in a while away from other people with a focus on ourselves. This isn't selfish, but rather a recognition of our condition as an individual. Thankfully, if you are terrified by the concept of being completely alone, you can take comfort in the fact that God is always with you. Not only is God with you in times of solitude, but He is also the only other person who understands everything about you because He created you and has been with you through every high and low of your life. He wants us to take some time with ourselves and realize the importance and impact of practicing this spiritual discipline of solitude. If you'd like to talk to me more about this subject, or if you have a question you'd like me to address, you can always contact me through the Sermon in the Pocket Facebook page or email me directly at sermoninthepocket@gmail.com. And if you like this program and want to support it, you can pledge a monthly support on my Patreon page. And I encourage you to share this with family and friends who you think would enjoy listening to it or benefit from it. Either way, thank you for taking the time to listen, and have a wonderful day.